So the little red fire truck is turned on its side so I can get to the underside workings first. So I'm doing this for two reasons. Number one, you gotta eat your vegetables before you get your dessert. And I don't want to do the bottom, but I'm gonna get it over with first. And also, it's a good idea to try to test out some of the sanding underneath where it's not really going to be seen. And what I mean by that is that I have several sanding methods that I'm going to use on this one piece. One is a brand new mouse sander. Look what I got for Christmas. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I consider this fun. Anyway, I'm going to try this mouse sander, and it's loaded up with a 180 grit sandpaper. That I'll be using is 4/0 steel wool. Scraps of sandpaper, because you know I get every little bit out that I can, and then a selection of wire brushes. I just have several that will help to get into the nooks. So I'm doing a change of plan. I did all the sanding on the flat surfaces underneath that I could, but there's a lot of areas that are really tight. Like, can you see that? There's no way I'm going to get a sander in there. So the whole thing down with white vinegar, and then I'm going to take a really small wire brush and go around and get into all the nooks and crannies that I can. My customer and I already discussed the rust on this fire truck. We're not going to completely remove it. That's not the plan here. The plan is not a fully restore it to what it looked like when it came off the showroom floor. That's not the plan. The plan is to but polish it up just a little bit so it lasts longer. I'm back at it with the fire truck. Look here. Let me just remind you what I did yesterday. So I turned the thing upside down, and I used a power sander to smooth out the rust on the flat surfaces, and then I used vinegar to remove it in the areas where that power sander wasn't going to reach. The next step is to seal it, and I'm going to seal it with Miss Mustard Seed Milk Paint Wax. I know it's furniture wax. You're thinking, Cindy, are you a nut? A little bit. Wax on metal. This is what it will do. It will seal off that rust, so it's not going to continue to rust, and it'll give it a slight sheen, not shiny like a spray paint would, just a flat finish, so we maintain that vintage feel, antique child's toy. This is the underside of the toy. It's a little pedal toy. You see the pedals here. Well, look, Miss Mustard Seed wax on that pedal. No wax on that one. Look at the difference. Doesn't that look better? Maybe you're wondering, Cindy, what in the world are you going to do with the underside of that toy? It looks horrible. Even though I've cleaned off all the rust, what's a girl to do? I've got a plan. Before that plan, let me show you this plan. See this? I'm getting ready to apply it to the bell on the front of the fire truck. So for the underside of the fire truck, where all this rust, even though it's been sanded down, I want to seal it. And this is what I'm going to use. No, that's not Neutrogena bath soap. It's actually Miss Mustard Seed. I've written that on there. But the pump bottle, watch this. This is so cool. I could just put it right on my brush, paint it right on. And that's going to seal that rust so that it doesn't continue to rust. It's also going to help these gears to stay nice and lubricated. So they'll work really nice. Now listen, I got to get busy. I can't chat with you all day. I wish I could, but I got work to do.